That's what I thought was so funny is I was like, oh my God. But that just proves how hard you work.
That's right.
Woohoo!
That's right. And how much water I drank this morning.
Hey, that's good. You need
That's
lots
right.
of water.
Hey, these lights are tough, man. These lights are tough.
Really? I can't even feel them.
Can you play guitar?
No, I would.
Well, we're going to have to teach you some chords. On the next time, Lord willing, if I'm back here, we're going to teach Jessica how to play guitar.
And then I will be able to play some. I've always wanted to play guitar, though. I just have never known anybody who...
Oh, you know what? I didn't pick up a guitar. See, I was brought up in the church, but I was brought up in, we sang a cappella. And, of course, when we were young, my dad would always have us come up there and sing, but we never played instruments. And I started listening to the Beatles and Jimi Hendrix and Ben Harper when I was a sophomore, maybe when I first started playing. And I just fell in love with the guitar, you know, and taught myself. So
that's nice.
I mean, I still can't play very well, but I can maybe carry a tune.
Maybe. I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What? You were about to cry the first time, and now you're really about to cry laughing.
I could not stop laughing. That was so funny. That was so funny.
Oh, well.
So, once you fulfilled the dream of getting back to that, once you fulfilled the dream of the football dream, this just proves that dreams can change, goals can change, whatnot. So, tell us a little bit about your next dream.
Well, of course, athletes, you know, they say, like the NFL, not for long, you know.
Right.
It doesn't last a long time, and I think that's why all my counselors, you know, when I was in college, thank God for them, wanted us to get a degree. I got a sociology degree, which I don't do much with. You know, I was just trying to get by, but hey, being honest here. And but I'll tell you what, there's life after football or after sports, you know, and you've got to be able to, and life doesn't wait.
Right.
And the real world is tough, you know, it's a go get 'em.
But it's also hard because a lot of people are in the moment when you're that involved in sports.
Right.
A lot of people are in the moment and they're not thinking ahead. They're thinking of, I gotta win this game, I gotta win this game. They're not thinking of, okay, well, what am I gonna do after this? Because they think it's just gonna be an ongoing thing. Or they don't want to face the fact that, you know, life does exist outside of that.
And I knew that I wasn't going to play in the NFL just because of my size, and I know that, you know. I mean, I thought I was good enough, but I knew what pro scouts are looking for, and I knew that wasn't going to be an option for me. So, you know, I finished my degree, and I did something that's probably even harder, move out to L.A. and try to get on the movie screen and get my music out there, but at the same time still trying to find my faith, you know, and like I said, there's so much opportunity out here. I mean, I know when you told me you wanted to be an actress out here, and maybe there's a bigger calling for me than acting or singing, or, you know, maybe there's this, reaching people and going out, you know.
Yeah, what Patrick's referring to is I had actually told him when we first met that I came out here to be an actress and then started doing this talk show and don't think I'm going to go back to acting because I feel that there's a higher purpose for me, and I feel that that purpose is to help people, although it totally sounds cliche, and, you know, some people just don't, you know, understand that until you actually get that feeling and you're like, okay, this is it. You know, I thought that it was acting, but back in Texas, if somebody had said, hey, why don't you do a talk show, I would have laughed and said, right. You know, and out here it was just kind of natural, and now I don't know if I'm going to go back to acting because I just feel that there's something else out there for me, and I just feel that this is it. And sometimes things like that don't come the easy route. They're not just like right there in bright light saying, oh, this is what you should do. You have to, you know, kind of take a roundabout way of seeing it.
Oh, that's right. All the apostles and the great men in the Bible they were not always, you know, God-fearing men. Like Moses was wanted for murder in Egypt. Some of the apostles were just fishermen. Jesus was a carpenter. Apostle Paul, he used to persecute Christians, and God all called them. It just shows you he can use everybody, you know, for a higher calling if, you know. If
need be.
That's right, if we go out there and find it.
Very nice. So I'm intrigued by this book because Patrick didn't give me a copy. So I myself have not even read the book, although he did bring a copy for me today.
That's all right.
So,
that's okay. It's got pictures and everything, so it's less
that's
reading for you. And it's got big letters. But no, I think it's a great book for the young and the old, and or older. and I just think everybody can benefit from it. If not, it can be a little, it's like a feel-good movie, you know. It's not a tear-jerking movie, which I hate. I refuse to watch sad movies.
Typical man.
No, I know. I know. But
what is the most important thing that you want people to get out of reading your book?
That you can have success, that you don't have to be given everything to it. You can work for it and achieve that, and the rewards are great. And there's 16 chapters, and the last chapter is Give Me That Old Time Religion. So I think everybody can get the, you know, maybe a worldly view of going to school and making it through, getting your high school degree,
right.
Going to college if you want to. I know college isn't for everybody,
right.
But that's what I did. And I know that there's life after football, and you know, we're not here very long,
right.
So we need to be prepared, you know, for you know.
But also, I think a good point is to not settle. I think so many people in life settle on things. They say, "Oh, well, I'll never fulfill that dream," or I can't do that. You know, so and so can do it. But well, why not? You know, if you don't try and if you don't get out there and start somewhere, you're right. You're never going to get anywhere. And I think another important thing is, you know, to believe in yourself. You were fortunate enough to have a good support system, and you still do. But some people out there don't, and so I don't want them to think, well, I can't do it if I don't have a support system, because it's still possible as long as you believe in yourself and you say, you know what, no matter what it takes, this is what I'm going to do. This is my dream, and I want to live that dream. So in order to do that, you have to start somewhere. You can't just sit around and wait for somebody to come knocking on your door.
That's right.
So to wrap up today, what is the main message you want everybody to learn about you, about your book, about life?
Well, my message is basically not my message. I was raised in the church, so my message is of the one Lord gives us: love the Lord thy God, all thy heart, soul, strength, and mind, and love thy neighbor. I know it's bigger than that.
Right.
I know that probably sounds cliche, but it's in the Word. And from what else I can get is be the best you can be. There is a story in the Bible where a man was given 5 talents, he made it 10. Another man was given 4, and he made it 8. Then he gave one man 1 talent. He went off and buried it. And then when the master came back, he was upset with the guy that buried his talent, gave his talent to the guy who had 5 and made 10. Hey, I think it's better for us to be hot or cold than to be lukewarm.
That's
true.
true.
Know? I think we need to make most of our talents.
Thanks so much for joining me, Patrick.
Thank you,
I enjoyed
Miss Jessica Rector.
Mr. Patrick, thanks. Thanks for joining us today on Jessica. And if you want more information about Patrick or his songs or his book, you can email me in the credits that follow. And keep in mind that we all can, in fact, live our dreams. Just get out there and make them happen. See you next time on Jessica.
See you later.
Sit still.